Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and by good evening I mean good morning, because it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is morning time for us civilized folk. Um, Welcome to Cartography, the D&D show where we make maps and name cities and stuff. Today we are going to be making maps for the Misclicks area. So this is the section of map that we will be basing off of. We're currently looking over here. This is the Misclicks world, as much of it as I have mapped out. And we are going to be working off of this, and we're going to go kind of up and over here a little bit, over here a little bit, maybe touch this, who knows. But we're going to start with this sector right here. So for that we need this piece of map, and I say first we go north. No, let's go west first. All right. So let's save you as 9, -22. Boop, 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 boop. Saving. Excellent. Now let's remove all these texts. Don't need these texts. Texts are gone. Let's duplicate all of our other layers. Duplicate them. Now let's merge them. And now let's clear everything else. Let's also turn that layer off. And that's that. So let's drag this layer down all the way to the bottom. Good layer on the bottom. And now let's go edit, transform, flip horizontal. Oh, Jesus, cancel that. All right, let's get our all the way to the edge. Oh, crap on braca. All right, there we go. Now let's go edit, transform, horizontal. Yay. Yeah, cool. So we are doing this right side because we're on the left, so we need to do. Got it. I had a brain fart. I panicked for a moment. I thought we were going to lose everything. I was lost. My world was over. We're fine. Let's first do our sectors of road. Where's our road? Here's our road. Yes. Fine. It's a good road there. And there's no more road that we need to worry about. So next, let's go into our lakes and waters. Grab the appropriate color. Grab the appropriate size. And try and let's zoom in a little bit. Let's take our lakes and waters down 1. That looks like it fits well. Yeah, that fits well. Great. And let's go over to our forest. Let's reduce our forest tile size a little bit. We have forest from here all the way down to here. Forest in the middle for sure. And then we should have some forest that seems to be going up. Like that. And this seems to be going up too. Something like that. We'll see how that plays out. And now we also have a bit of desert. Where's our desert? Let's get our desert colors first. Desert's a little bit harder to precisely pinpoint. I'm even wearing these damn glasses. Cool, something like this. All right, and that is everything for that side. We can now get rid of this sucker. Oh, deselect, delete, haha. Now let's open up 9, -23. What? What do you mean file not? Oh, because I didn't do .psd. Excellent. And let's do a oh god, what have I done? No. Okay. Let's do a duplicate and a merge. The reason we even duplicate on these layers is in case we accidentally save and close something, we don't want to have merged all the layers together. You always duplicate just so you're safe. Now we edit, transform, flip vertical. Sweet. And now we deal with the bottom. Let's start with our forest. On the forest layer, we got some trees that are doing this thing. We got some trees that are here. We have no roads. The only other thing we have is mountain. So let's color our mountain. And it looks like the mountain is growing. So let's zoom on down. And we will say the mountain is growing like this. We can come right over here like that. The mountain is growing like that. And now let's bucket it. And let's do that. And when we were here, where the forest is going in that direction, which really means the forest is going. Okay, so the forest is headed in this direction. It's going up and to our left. Maybe we should just. There we go. That's better. All right, let's get rid of this layer. So, center ourselves. This is what we got. Let's do forest first. So this forest stuff is foresting upwards. It's just kind of going. And this stuff is kind of foresting upwards too. But let's play out the rest of this mountain. How do we want this mountain to unfold? What if it keeps going? Like that. I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm not pleased with that at all. I want the mountain to do this. That's what I want the mountain to do. Ta-da! So this mountain just kind of goes. As for the desert, let's take a look at our deserty friend. Desert, 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 desert. I like how this is wibbly and wobbly. But let's get you wibbly and wobbly over here. All right. Oh, no, let's get our correct coloring. Now let's get our correct splurging and cover up any cracks. Good. Oop. Now we got to get our road. No. Yes. And we get our layer, drop you down to 10 pixels, find the road layer. Oh god, I gotta zoom in more. Turn on some music that you guys can't hear. All right. Mapping is always more fun with music. So now we have music. Okay. Where is this road going, guys? It's a good question. Where is this road going? Update later. Let's put the road over here. And then up here like this. And then it disappears into the mountain. All right, let's get our water. And let's get our water going like this. But in actuality, it's going to be a little bit thicker. It's pretty wide over here. And then it gets to this more narrow thing. So wide and shallow over here. Okay. And the question is, what's over here on this side? Clearly there's nothing right here. But we could... Let's change you to some hills. Something like that. There we go. Like it. Like it a lot. And my only concern is that this forest desert region is a little funky. You know what I mean, guys? Like, how do we deal with desert and forest? I don't think the forest should be that close to the desert. There we go. A little less close. And now let's reforest. Forest. There we go. Something like that. And let's keep the forest from going too far into the hills. These trees do not do well at altitude, whatever they are. There we go. Now this looks nice. So the road goes into the mountains, avoids the desert, comes back down on the other side of the desert, and also comes down on the other side of the mountains. How do you show... Maybe we, on the mountain layer, we get a really tiny road. might be too small. There we go. All right. Actually, let's undo. I feel like this would just be more of a, whoops. Doing it. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. So now let's, oh God, there we go. There we go. Let's play some cities. You guys want to play some cities? I want to play some cities. Let's go here. Here. Mm-hmm. All right, good. Let's take a look over here. We've already named. We have not named this river. Why does it end in the middle of the hills? Whatever. So this river needs a name. This mountain range needs a name. All right, so let's name this river, guys. Well, let's name this town. Shit. Let's name a town first. Copy layer style. What do we want to name this town, guys? It should be 21 font size. 21 points. There we go. Town names. Give them to me, everyone. Whoops. All right, give me your town names. Now I need my glasses. Ah, now I can read chat. Chipper's Glen. Okay. Any other names? Toft. And Freiburg. Freiburg is a real place. What about Ridas? What about Ramez? And Old Barrow? And Naldrock? And Surfum. And this could be Calhook. All right, now we need a name for the mountain range and the river. We are going to call this, I think the mountains, I kind of want to name the mountains the Crag. The mountains are called the Crag. The river can be called, what's the river, guys? What's the river named? Oh God, what have I done? You should not be italic, you should just be bold. What's the river called? Fressum River, the Gator's Maw, the Snag, the Glass River, no. No cities because Good question, but there's no cities. It just happens to be. Crag Run, Silvershine, Tide of Valun, Crag Run again. People seem to like Crag Run. The Brown, Rivast River, Never Ends, Sond, Eu, the Crag Rapids, Tiftolds River, the Waifu Way. What else do we have, guys? The Cadron, the river is cursed, so no cities. The long name. Noob Flow, Murktide, Fatal Rapids, Foil. I like Murktide. I think we're just going to go Murktide. I like Murktide a lot. Unless Murktide is from something else. Damn it, now I gotta double check. Murktide Invasion. Murktide, a state of financial uncertainty, usually signaled by a cloud of orange smoke, originates from an online fictional game, Gen 1 Revolution. The Murktide is closing in on them. There's some Murktide shit in the world. Whatever, screw it, it's fine. We'll leave Murktide. No saves, thank you. Yeah, it's close enough. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. But let's kind of rename or reposition some of these other names so they're a little bit better. We might also have to name this desert, but I think we will do it on whatever is above. Okay. Yeah. I'm pretty pleased with this. Where's map save? Solo map save. Boop, boop. Okay. So we've done this square. Now let's go one up. So 10, comma negative 22. So we save that shit. Okay, now we're going to save you as 10, negative 21. That should just be the one square above it. Excellent. Let's delete all these damn names. Let's delete this random layer. Let's duplicate everything. Let's merge it. And let's drag it to the bottom. And erase the other layers. It looks strange when you erase them this way. There we go. Now we're going to edit, transform. I should do this. Flip vertical. All right. Ah, such is so good. All right, forest on the forest. Yes, forest all across the bottom. Sweet. Let's road on the road. Alright. Roads at angles are always a bitch to do. There we go, that should be fine. And let's desert as well. And let's get the right coloring. And let's scooch over and kind of zoom out. Okay, we can remove this because we know the desert goes the rest of the way over. Shit. There we go. What the hell am I listening to? This is not what I'm listening to. Actually, I don't feel like I feel like the desert should do more of a maybe more of a fill this in. There we go. There we go. That's much nicer. Nope. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right, we do need to name this desert. We can name it here. That's fine. Let's turn this layer back on. And actually, there's nothing else that we need to do north. Cool. So let's zoom out. 20 from Anon. Can you name a place I cry? Don't let the money influence you, Neil. No. No. Wait, did we get a new sub? Hold on, I see. Empty Wicked just subbed. Show some dragons for Empty Wicked. Hold on, let me finish mapping everything before we start naming this, guys. I need to do the rest of the map first. We have so much unmapped territory. Alright, yep. My original choice to not listen to the song was a good one. I tried to second guess myself, be like, well, maybe it would be... No. There we go. Shit. Here we go. There we go. Nice. Now we can flip through these evenly. That'll be a nice forest. I like it. Me likey the forest. And is there anything else? Nope, can't do this either. I tried. Tried to listen to that song, could not do it. All right, so what else should we do with this map? We got some forest, we got some desert. Maybe we could do something else with it. maybe we could... What could go on the map that would make it look more interesting? What would be more interesting in this area? Let's do a little bit of hills. Just a smidgen of hills somewhere. There we go. Uh, 5 from Anonymous. Okay, what about I Sire? I Sire. That's pretty good. But as you so clearly mentioned to me before, we are taking names from chat. We are not being bribed by by money. Give me just 1 sec, guys. I gotta go do something. I'll be right back. All right, there we go. Unfortunate. Sorry, guys. One sec. Just 1 sec. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Sorry, had to take care of some... Apparently, our D&D campaign... Oh, crap, that's the wrong overlay. Apparently, our D&D campaign for tonight has been canceled. That was the looking at shit and doing shit. We normally play if one person cancels and can't make it, but 2 people cancel and can't make it, so there's no D&D tonight after all, which is unfortunate. We could still do behind the screen anyway. Maybe we should just do it behind the screen next week. 5 from Anonymous. Well, at least add a limestone cavern. Okay. A limestone cavern. I don't know how that what that has to do with ISI, but there can be limestone caverns anywhere and everywhere. I like the mount. I like this. I like that. I want a... Crap. Life. Stop it, life. Stop it. All right. Let's do a... I feel like there's something else we could be doing here. What about like a sinkhole? Or, no, not a sinkhole, not another crater. Something clever, something different. I want to do something interesting with this section of map. What do you guys think we should do with this section of map? Ooh! Waifu Beater just subscribed. Show some dragons for Waifu Beater. All of you subs should be showing dragons. I'd just like to thank Neil for being an awesome DM who convinced me that maybe I can teach a bunch of unruly noobs to make magic. I may not DM D&D, but his ways of dealing with inexperienced party really have inspired me to make my own game work, so massive thanks to him. Aw, thank you, Waifu Beater. One of us. One of a volcano. Volcano, man. Everyone wants a volcano. Everyone wants a volcano at all points in time. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it, guys. We're gonna do a volcano. Our first volcano. Alright. We need the proper color of gray. So let's open up our palette. Let's pick our proper mountain gray. Oh shit. There we go. There's our volcano. There's our volcano, guys. Now the question is positioning. Do we want it near the desert, on the desert, maybe? Maybe the desert abuts the volcano. Maybe it's over here. Maybe it's in the middle of the hill forest. It could be like this, in the middle of the forest. It could be out here in the open plains with nothing surrounding it. Something like that. Could do like a Mount St. Helens where it flattened the trees everywhere for a while. In the desert, on the edge of the desert, no vents on the sides where molten rock leaks out to the sides. No vents, just a single on the top. I mean, there might be tiny vents, but there's no need to put each and every vent on the map. We just need the... it doesn't necessarily have to be an active volcano every time. It could be inactive. It might be perpetually active. They might just have like a big caldera that like has a constantly boiling thing of lava that occasionally spits out some little chunk here and there. If that's the case, it shouldn't be near a forest. Otherwise, it would catch the forest on fire. I guess if it's an active roiling mass of molten rock, it should not be near a forest. I'm happy with right here on the edge of the desert. I kind of like this spot. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this. Cartography. Woo. I can spell, guys. I can spell. Where is... Damn it, come back, Twitch. Excellent. Excellent, 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 excellent. Great. Okay, so it's far enough from the... Everything is good here. Let's make our road. And here's the question. Does the road go to the volcano, or does the road avoid the volcano? I think there should be a road to the volcano. I think it's a roiling mass of magma at the top of the volcano, and there's a road to it because it is somehow important to someone. Zoom in more! More zoom! More zoom! Okay, you got me, but still, naming the swamp Eimire would be really cool. Eimire. I want a cool winding path. There we go. That's a nice winding path up to the volcano. Does the road go anywhere else? Of course it goes elsewhere. Let's blow this back up to proper size. Where's our mouse? There we go. We should also... Maybe we should do something like this over here. And then what? Yeah, let's keep going off this way. And this way. Maybe over here. No, because I want something to be over here, but why wouldn't they have their own path to the volcano? Why do they have to go up this path to the volcano? That seems ridiculous. That seems ridiculous. If there's something over here, to get from here, this seemed like the best way would just be to skirt past the mountain. So why don't we just do that? Why don't we just do this? Why wouldn't they do this? Hmm. Hmm. Damn it, come on. There we go. That makes sense to me. I'm happy with that. And then up here, we continue like that. The only question is if you're here and you want to go here, that's kind of a long way around. But then again, back in the day, sometimes those things took a while, or you could travel across country to cut some time out of your way, but it's more dangerous. Yeah, this totally makes sense because roads are cheap or expensive to maintain and to build. Cool. But this area all around here will be wildly uninhabited. It'll also be kind of a dangerous route. A small, very small little town there. There's no reason you shouldn't be directly on the road. And what about here? Here. 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 There. There we go. I'm pretty pleased with this. Are you guys? I'm pleased with this. Are you pleased with this? I'm pleased with this. Let's make sure I don't have any more life and death messages from D&D folk. Good. Also, and I know this is not cartography related, but I'm pretty psyched for, oh god damn it. I'm pretty psyched for this week's Love Bites. We got a lot of messages this week, over the course of the whole week for Love Bites. So I'm pretty psyched for Love Bites. Pretty psyched. I think that's everything that we need to do here. I think it's time to name some stuff. I think it's time to name stuff. You think it's time to name stuff? I think it's time to name stuff. Let's do it. Let's name the first town. No. Bad. Bad. Good. All right. Give me your names, guys. Give me the names. Wow, that doesn't belong there at all. That belongs over here. All right, let's see what we got coming in. We've got, oh wow, I just missed a whole bunch when I was looking for 5 seconds. We'll call it Bamor. Whoops. Bamor. And over here we will go Thesp. And we will do Harlsdal. And we will go Volcano. We do not put the PSDs up for download anywhere, but the maps you can find at regalgoblins.com. We can do Thane. It's a title, but it's Thane is a dwarven title. Let's do something else. What about Versine? Versine and Gilbstein. And over here we can do Manzarek. Why is the color for all these suckers? Have them be black, man. Just have them be black. Manzarek. And Ruzbla. And no, we're not doing Raynor. Erazin. And Krodos. And Praya. Now we have to name this little tiny town. It's basically a single inn. It's a small town, but it's built around an inn. What should we call the small town around the inn? Or we'll just name the inn and the town will be named after the inn. So what's the name of this inn? Famous from all over because it's right next to the volcano. What do we call it? Not Pompeii, not Asheville, Crow's Bar, Smoggy Bottom Inn. Oh, yes. Smoggy Bottom. Smoggy Bottom? Smoggy Bottom's pretty good. I'm pretty good with Smoggy Bottom. It seems like everyone else is pretty good with Smoggy Bottom. Alright, now we need to name the volcano. Or the mountain. It doesn't have to be volcano. What are we doing for this, the volcano slash mountain's name? What are we calling it? Isai, bad Isai. Sometimes they're just too good. We're not calling it Mount Doom. No. Come on. We're not taking something from any Mountain of Doom. No. Namzil's Peak. Big Red. Mount Farglow, Smog Peak, Belching Giant, Death Mountain, Magnum Mountain, the Red Peak, the Molten Dredge, Earth's Bile, Mount Olympus, no. Night's Glow, Dregger, Mount Calderon, the Red Peak, Baelor's Maw. Can't do any Baelor thing. That's all Game of Thrones shit. Hearthstone, Ruby Precipice, Zargos, Ember's Peak, Heart of the World, Dragon's Gate. Suno's Wrath, Molten Fist. Come on. Let's keep Cauldron of Flame, the Cauldron, Melt Emberlina, Black Hearth, Red Glow, the Pimple, Purple Mountain, Frosting, Mount Nova, Smoggy Top. I don't want to do Smoggy Top. Ember Peak. Can't we just do like Mountain something or something Mountain? Like it doesn't have to have a crazy name. Sometimes understatement is better. If you want it to be a really cool thing, you understate it, you know? Like Mount Doom, sure, it's got Doom in the name, but it wasn't like the Death of the World Mountain. It was Mount Doom. It was just what you call the fucking mountain. Oh, it's Mount Doom over there, guys. You know? You wouldn't be like a tour guide being like, that's, you know, that's the Red Eye, or, you know, that's the, oh, over there is the lava source of death for all people who surround us. Oh yeah, that's just the name that we call the mountain, lava source of death. Just kind of, it's a little understatement, just a little. Mount Pyre, there we go. We're headed in the right direction. Bob, we can't name it Bob. Dragon's Gate. Doom, yeah. Mount Mountain, Mount Durst. Hearth Mountain, his Infernal Mountain, the Devil's Anus, Mount 420 Blaze It. That's only funny because the mountain is always on fire. Tall Mountain, Pyreville Peak, Mount Pyreville, Shack Mountain, Red Gate, Mount Ember. I like Mount Ember. That's going to be our tentative one. Mount Bob, Mount Redgate, Fireville Peak. Could just be like Mount St. Helens. Most of the... What are cool volcano names in the real world? They all have pretty normal names. Let's see. Brushy Butte. Cinnamon. I don't know how. B-U-T-T. Butte? Clear Lake. I'm looking at names of mountains, and they're all like Crater Lake, Craters of the Moon, Devil's Lake, Devil's Garden, Devil's Tower, Diamond Craters, Eagle Lake Field, Fort Rock, Four Craters Lava Field, Glacier Peak, Golden Trout Creek is the name of a volcano. Oh, it's a volcano field. Hell's Half Acre. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hood, Mount Hood. Inyo Craters, India Heaven. Jefferson, Mount Jordan Craters. Lesser Volcano Center. Lavic Lake. Mammoth Mountain. With those concepts in mind. Ooh, we have a new sub. Mad Angel 1982. Welcome, Mad Angel. Mount Hellstorm. Ooh. I like Mount Hellstorm. Screw it, Mount Hellstorm it is. You don't get better than Mount Hellstorm, right? Mount Hellstorm. Done. Mount Hellstorm. Well, a little understatement is good. Too much understatement. There's understatement here. It's not like Hellstorm's Wrath. It's Mount Hellstorm. You know, there's a little understatement. Because you could do something like Hellstorm's Fury, or, you know, the Hellstorm, something like that. And those names are taking away from the fact that it's still just a fucking mountain that people look at all the time. So, Mount Hellstorm. Great. Great. I didn't say no crazy names. I said a little bit of understatement. A little bit of understatement. So, someone got it. Someone understood what I was going for. Hellstorm's Peak? No. Mount Hellstorm. Yes. I mean, we could do Mount Ice Cream. How would that be for you, Isai, if we called it Mount Ice Cream? I'm so funny to myself that no one... It's alright. It's alright. What's the elevation of the volcano? 1 Mount Hellstorm tall. That's the elevation. Alright. I gotta save this map. I gotta go send a file to my older brother. I got a message from him on my phone a moment ago saying that he's at work and he forgot something, an important document on his computer that he needs me to send to him. So what we're going to do is we are actually going to do a full batch save of all the maps, because we haven't done that in a while and we did change some things here and there. So we are going to save all the maps. While the maps save, we're going to run a 3-minute commercial. We're going to welcome our new sub. Our new sub, Conventicle. Welcome, Conventicle, and I'm glad that my subs are already just showing you dragons anyway. We're going to run some ads while these maps all do their thing, and we'll be back in like 3 minutes. Okay, our maps are rendering. They're still rendering, and that's fine. They take a while to render sometimes. Holy shit, that's not what I wanted to show you guys. All right, maps are still saving. Did we get more subs? No, we didn't get more subs. Cool. All right, let's make sure everything else went well. All right, let's get ready to move some files around. All right. D&D. Roleplay. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. We have, what? 63 out of 120. All right, so we're about half done. Mount Wicked? No, not Mount Wicked. All right, just waiting for things to transfer through. How are you guys doing? Did you see the weekly reroll or Koibu's calendar today? Those are fun. Today was our first episode of Koibu's calendar. It was short. It was shorter than I anticipated. It was still fine. It was great. Just shorter than I anticipated. I tried to get it under 5 minutes, and I got it to like a 1 minute and 30 seconds. So I think next time I can take a little bit more time with it. Yeah. The weekly reroll was today too, and that was good. That went really well. We got some new overlays and visuals to like help discuss to help people know what we're talking about, so that way people who want to not have spoilers can somehow manage to avoid spoilers, even on a show that's the whole purpose is spoiling things. I still built in a spoiler resistant something or other for it. This should go on the weekly reroll. The weekly reroll did not have a. Okay. And let's make a playlist for the weekly reroll because there should be one. And now let's take a look at our weekly reroll playlist. Of course, they're backwards. Excellent. So I guess while we're waiting for all this other stuff to get done, we can just talk about life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Mr. Clayman just subscribed. My God. There's some more dragons from Mr. Clayman. Welcome, Mr. Clayman. Love you here. Wait, where is our Still under 300, so whatever. It's my own fault. So I'm just killing time while we wait for these map stuff to finish. Just kind of doing stuff that I need to be doing and haven't managed to do yet. Mount Wicked, Brager dies. Oops. That's right, you guys can't hear the music, but I can. It's because if I were to play the music, I would get in trouble. That's why we're not playing it for the shows that actually are shows. Okay. All that stuff is good. All that stuff is good. All that stuff is good. Everything on YouTube is fine. Life is good. Still waiting for this stuff to get done. All right. How are you guys doing over here? Oh, yay! 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 All right, good. Now let's move all the files over. All right, let's move all the files. Dean. What? What do you mean? What? Stop beeping at me. Stop beeping at me. Maps. Thank you. Overwrite if source is newer. Apply action to current queue only. Uploading files. The stream will lag for a little bit. We're going to get some lag on the stream because of the massive file uploads that are going down. Apparently not nearly as much lag as I thought we were going to get. In fact, no lag. Oh, our FPS drops down to 15. That's our lag. Okay. That's fine. Our FPS can drop. Oh, there, the bitrate's now being affected by it. Holy crap, the bitrate is going down. And we're dropping frames. It's okay. Bear with me, chat. Is Misclicks abandoning the pirate theme? It wouldn't be Misclicks Pirate Edition if they abandoned the pirate theme. RegalGoblins.com, then click on Maps. Ooh, we're back for a moment. Less lag. We are 200 files left in queue. 200 files left in queue. That is a lot of files. Let's take a look at Regal Goblins anyway. Give it a nice refresh. That's right. Let's do more things to lag out everything. Ooh. Ooh. This is nice. Yeah, these merge really well together. They merge really well together. I'm very pleased. Desert merges okay, pretty well. Desert mergers are pretty good. It's a blurb, but it's fine. Oh, actually, that's not even, no, the blurb should be lower. Haha. It's not even a blurb. Great. I guess we know that these connect now, which makes sense. And they probably also connect over here. And this goes off to God knows where. This should also cross over here. Wait, why would this cross? Maybe this just crosses here. I guess this could cross to the top of the mountain, but why would you go there when you could just go around? Interesting. Maybe this will just cross and there'll be like a little thing that goes up there like this, and there just never was a connection between the two. I don't know. It looks like all the files have been uploaded, so we're solid there. And yeah, great. We still have, how much time do we have left in the show? Let's take a look at our calendar. Ooh, we have 15 minutes left. Okay. Well, let's merge the, let's do this right here. If we go a little over, that's fine. If we go a little over, it'll be okay. So what are you? You are open image new tab, 10 negative 21. Okay. So 10 comma negative 21 dot PSD. Why are you showing dragons? I mean, it's legit to show dragons. You can, the PSDs are not available. RegalGoblins.com, and then click on maps to get to the map. And then you can right click on an image and save the image if you want. But the PSDs are not available anywhere. Although I don't know why you'd want to save the map when you could just look at the website. But whatever. Judge not something, 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 something quote. Judge not least you be judged. Something like that. Alright. What do I know? I'm godless heathen. Remove the names. Merge the... Oh, Jesus, no. Don't merge them. Duplicate the layers. Merge the duplicated layers. Now drop down, very bottom. Scroll. You bastards. Fine, don't scroll. No. Go. Go. Excellent. Now this is here, but we need to edit, transform, flip horizontal. All right, now let's grab our forest layer. We know that this is forested. And we know this is forested. Let's get our proper coloring. Let's grab our road layer. That goes there. And that's excellent. Now we can delete that. And we should open 11, 20, negative 22. Duplicate, duplicate. Merge. Copy. Paste. Edit. Transform. Flip vertical. Beautiful. Let's go road. Let's grab forest and go onto our forest layer. Oh crap, I missed that. Damn it, I was looking somewhere else and I missed it. What is the address of your website? www.regalgoblins.com. www.regalgoblins.com. Now we got to grab our hills. Switch this to the hill layer. Do this. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now I can bail on you. All right. Hills are doing something like this, right? Something like this. Holy shit, the... Crap, no, damn it, where's our history? Nope, nope, come back here. Where's our history? It's important. Damn it. All right, let's go to our road layer. We put the road on the wrong layer. Damn it, we have to go all the way back here. Where's our road layer? All right, now we can go to our forest and forest it. No, let's do the hills first because we're already on the brush for the hills. Now we go to the forest layer and the forest tool. And we forest here. And we forest here. All right, now we get rid of this layer. There we go. Now we can forest over this area. Nice. Beautiful. It's just how I like it. Let's switch it to some hills. And hilltop this area. There we go. Yeah, fill in those beautiful hills. And forest. Oh shit. No, 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 not beyond that point. But you guys should be pretty heavily forested here. Deep into the hills over here like this. Nope. 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 There we go. We'll do this. Like that. And even this, we will do this with. All right, now let's get our roads. Oh, Jesus, so much of that was on the... Oh, what have I done? Damn it, forest layer, forest layer. Now we have to reforest everything because I did it on the damn hill layer. All right, you do this. Like that. There we go. Now we grab our road on the road layer. And we say up and over and around and back down. This connects and goes out here and over here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and what about this little bit of forest at the very edge? No, but we could easily do that. That's nice. All right, now let's throw down some of those damn cities. Whoops. Where's our city layer? There's our city layer. Sploppity, sploop. And you go here, And you should go there. And we'll dot you guys. One of you and one of you. One's there. Here. Here, here, here. There we go. That looks nice. And let's go back to our forest there for just a moment. Let's get this exact center green. Damn it. There we go. And now just a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. 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 All right. Now let's name these towns and shits. All right, guys. Give me some names. Go, 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 go. The dark green layer is a very dense forest. Did I miss a new sub? New sub? What? Claude. I don't know if Twitch is screwing up, but I don't see the new sub text anywhere. Twitch is killing me. I can't see the new text, but welcome for the new sub. Yay! Anyway, naming shit. Olawan. Olawan. And Dewdale. And Oakshire. These are great names. And Skaldgard. Skaldgard. And Vordenhall. And bad eyesight, don't do that. Tyrene. And Gunarox. And Jusur? Jasur. And Faldhell. And Elmshire. A little close to Oakshire, but whatever. We can have an Elmshire and an Oakshire. Relock. Big city name. Antis. Sinthu. Kotura. Grenwood. Promos. Karna. Artemis. It's too close to Artemis. Bism. Getting rid of the N at the end. And Erish. Done. Font size 21. Pixlr style. All right. Now we just got to make sure that these are all centered over their appropriate cities. All right, Antis goes down a little bit. Get some better posture. Relock, Elmshire, Faldhell, Jasur, Gunarax, Tyrene, Vordenhall, Skullgard, Oakshire, Dewdale, Olawan. All right, now we need a name for this forest. Large forests like this, large dense forests like this often get names. So let's name it. Did I hear Spooky Woods? Did you guys want to call it Spooky Woods? Is that what you wanted? Maybe no one wanted Spooky Woods. I thought Spooky Woods would be great. Dark Woods, Spooky Woods, Big Tree Place, Elmwood, Elmswood. We already have an Elmwood. We can't have two. Well, we have an Elmshire. We can't have an Elmshire and an Elmwood on the same map, guys. Come on, get your shit together. Raekwon Woods? No. Scary Woods? No. Foreboding Woods, Dunster Woods, Dundar's Woods. Oh, I like Dundar's Woods. Dundar's Wood. Dundar's Woods. Love it. See, the nice thing about Dundar's Woods is that when someone comes into this region, you can make up like a huge history, and Dundar could be like a person involved in the woods. If you're just like the scary woods, then you're like, oh, whatever, they're kind of spooky woods, or the scary woods, or whatever. But when you give it someone's name, like Dundar, there's so much history that you can make with something like that, you know? I'm down with that. Dundar's Woods. Done. We're done. Actions? Solo map save. Actually, we're going to have to solo map save it again, because I want to delete all this crap that's blocking our view. Five from Mount Wicked Woods. No, we already got the woods. Removing these excess files. What was it? 22. It was 11, comma, negative 21. Nope. It must have been 12, comma, negative 21. What? Are you fucking... Did we not save that? No. Did we just do all of that work and nothing got saved? Hold on. We might have just screwed ourselves royally. Holy shit. Somehow, how's that even possible? Did I seriously not save it once during that entire process? All right. Well, that's interesting. I still have the JPEGs when I did the map save. So what we're going to do is we're going to upload the maps. And we're just going to open up the PNG, and we're going to just save it as a PSD. 11, -, 21 dot PSD. So that one of these PSDs is just going to be a flat file, which is very unfortunate, but I do not want to redo all this, and I'm actually very happy with how this came out. So that's exciting. Yep, all the ones, all the ones. All right, let's go over here to the Regal Goblins map, regalgoblins.com/maps.php. And this is actually quite beautiful. Look how nice. Don't even notice where it switches between Paxton. We're over here near Elmshire. It's quite elegant. Oh, you can actually see where Glibstein gets cut off just a bit. Maybe we should open up 10, -21. Hellstorm is fine. Smoggy bottom. You know, we didn't actually readjust these names very well. So let's readjust these names. Yeah, these do need to get adjusted. Gibstein needs to come down. There we go. Move that over. Move that over. Move that over. Save. Now export. All right, now apparently I already closed the folder that has all of our shit in it. So we gotta go back and find the folder again. Roleplay. There we go. Okay, so since there is no alright, sources nowhere. Since there is no Monday Night D&D tonight, we are not going to do behind the screen, unfortunately. Instead, we will just play video games. So, yeah. Anyway, this has been Cartography. I have been your DM. It's been my pleasure. And we're going to take down the stream. We're going to bring it back up with something video game related. We'll deal with what we're going to play when we come back up, because no one on YouTube needs to see us to deliberate what games we're going to play for 30 minutes. So see you guys later. Bye-bye. And by later, I really mean like 1 minute from now.